Jokes about women. Nothing beats a beautiful woman who can sing, except Chris Brown. Marriage jokes. What is the difference between marriage and death? Dead people are free. Marriage jokes. Signs you're no longer in college. You no longer know what time fast food. Drive-through windows close. Your potted plants stay alive. You pay at least $1 more than the minimum payment on your credit card bill. Your friends. Hook UPS and break UPS are now marriages and divorces. You attend parties that the police don't raid. You're not expected to leave the room when the adults are talking. You refer to college students as those kids. You drink wine, scotch, and martinis instead of just beer, beer and beer. You feed your dog science diet instead of leftover pizza. At 6 a.m., you're putting your contact lens in instead of taking them out. Naps are no longer weekday options. Dating involves dinner and a movie, not keggers and ecstasy. Grocery lists contain more than toilet paper and potato chips. You leave parties because you have a busy day tomorrow, not because the EMS guy has strapped you down. Disgusting jokes. Little Red Riding Hood went to her grandma's house and found her laying in bed. Little Red Riding Hood said, "Grandma, what big eyes you have." "Grandma, they better to see you with, my dear." Little Red Riding Hood, "Grandma, what big ears you have." "Grandma, the better to hear you with, my dear." Little Red Riding Hood, "Grandma, what a big mouth you have." "Grandma, of course I do. Have you seen Grandpa's DK?" Disgusting jokes. Q. What do you give an elephant with diarrhea? A. Lots of room. Yo mama jokes. Yo mama's so hairy she has afros on her nipples. Jokes about men. A man goes to the vet about his dog's fleas. The vet says, "I'm sorry, I'll have to put this dog down." The man is incredulous and asks why. The vet says, "Because he's far too heavy." Cop jokes. Police officer, "How high are you?" Pothead, "No officer, it's high, how are you?" Kids jokes. An airplane was about to crash, there were 5 passengers on board, but only 4 parachutes. The first passenger said, "I am President Obama, the chosen one. The world needs me, I can't afford to die." So he took the first parachute and left the plane. The second passenger, Julia Gillard, said, "I am the Prime Minister of Australia and I am the smartest woman in Australian history, so Australia's people don't want me to die." She took the second parachute and jumped out of the plane. The third passenger, John Kerry, said, "I'm a senator, and a decorated war hero from the Army of the United States of America." So he grabbed the parachute next to him and jumped. The fourth passenger, ex-president George W. Bush, said to the fifth passenger, a 10-year-old schoolgirl, "I have lived a full life, and served my country the best I could. I will sacrifice my life and let you have the last parachute." The little girl said, "That's okay, Mr. President. There's a parachute left for you." Australia's smartest woman took my school bag. Sport jokes. There are these 2 guys named John and Cliff. They were best friends and were so obsessed with baseball that they would go to 60 games a year and analyze every scoreboard. They even promised each other that when one of them goes to heaven, the deceased one would come back and tell the other whether there was baseball in heaven or not. One night Cliff dies in his sleep after watching a Chicago White Sox game. Chicago won, so at least he died a happy man. The next day Cliff returns to Earth to see his friend. "Hi, John. Cliff, is it really you?" Hey, I told you I a Euro trademark D be back to tell you wait a Euro trademark S up. And, you. No John, there a Euro trademark S good news and bad news. Okay. Wait a Euro trademark S the good news. There is baseball in heaven. The bad news. Yua Euro trademark re-pitching tomorrow night.